Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. I'm Linda Karnauskas, and we want to welcome you on this Friday, April 8th. We're so glad you joined us. And today's Friday, so we're going to give special recognition to our sponsors. But before I do that, I want to give special recognition to, we'd like to welcome here at the Owatonna Today Show, welcome back our sponsors, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Bowl for Kids' Sake, and St. Mary's School, Night of Night Auction, and how apropos. First on the show today, we will be talking with the Night of Night auction. We're going to be here with Theresa, Seykora, and Greg Kruschke. And then later on, we're on location at the Resource Center's Healing the Hearts of Our Children luncheon, and we'll be talking with Vicki Crompton. Okay, our premier sponsors are Big Brothers and Big Sisters Bowl for Kids' Sake, City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Owatonna Public Utilities, St. Mary's School Night of Nights. Our primary sponsors are Amy Swain Hearing Centers and Anytime Fitness, Brookdale Senior Living Solutions, Little Theater of Owatonna, Owatonna Foundation. Our interlude sponsors are Abraham Consulting Technologies, Bremer Bank, Brenda Bednar Mortgage Office, Glenn Mager and Michael Mager of the Brick Mager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Carl Branstead and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, and the Horizon Eye Care, Owatonna Business Incubator, Sign Pro and Auto Trim Design, Steele County Historical Societies, Steele County Transitional Housing, Third Hand Video Productions, Tri-M Graphics, and TPS Insurance. And we hope you will support these fine Owatonna businesses that support the Owatonna Today Show. Please say thanks to them when you see them out and about. The show is able to continue because of them. And of course, we're always looking for new businesses here in Owatonna to support our show through sponsorship. So if you want information about becoming a sponsor for this program, please contact Leanne at 390-5751. We will take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back with the Night of Night auctions. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Greetings from the Steele County Historical Society. We invite you to visit us and enjoy your county's history at the History Center and Village of Yesteryear. Check our website for current exhibits and monthly programs.
Come join the fun at the 30th Annual Vegas-themed Fabulous Night of Nights auction, Saturday, April 16th at St. Mary's School in Owatonna.
Doors open at 4 p.m. Admission is only $10. Exciting items to bid on in both the live and silent auctions.
Be sure to get your car and cash raffle tickets now for a chance to win $10,000 or a 2016 Ford Fusion.
Great food and cash bar available. All proceeds benefit the students of St. Mary's School.
You don't want to miss this great community event.
And remember, whatever happens at the auction
stays at the auction.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we're glad to have here the Night of Night auction we're going to be talking about. And we have here with us Theresa, Seykora, and Greg Kruschke. Hi, welcome.
Thank you for having us today.
Yeah, I understand it's a Vegas theme and you're all dressed up here. Look at this. They are snazzed out in these t-shirts. And on the back of the t-shirts, what does it say?
It says what happens at the auction
stays at the auction.
Which, it's a fun auction, which leads us to say book your
babysitters now.
Because it is an adult event. A lot of fun, cash bar, a lot of things going on. So they want to be sure you know that it is an adult event. And book those babysitters now and bring your wallets, and you're planning for what it is you want to auction on, right? Or
Absolutely.
what you want to bid on? Correct. Okay, great. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit, how long have you been involved with the auction?
This is my second year as an auction committee member. And I have 3 children at St. Mary's School, and then next year I'll have a 4th child at St. Mary's School.
And Greg, how long have you been?
This is my first year on the auction committee. I've got 2 kids at the school, a 3rd grader and a 1st grader, and another one that'll be there in a couple years that's looking forward to it. So
And there's a time commitment to be on the committee.
absolutely.
There is. When you sign up, it is a 3-year commitment, just because there's so much that you don't know the first year that you start learning as you go.
Right. Now, your goal or the dollar amount you hit last year was how much?
$160,000.
So you're like running a business, every year when you
Yes.
launch this, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So it takes, how many people does it take to put on the auction?
Usually we have 4 couples each year, so about 12 couples help organize everything and put it all together.
Right, and food and all, or is it?
Food and beverage is a separate committee, and they handle the alcohol sales and then plan the menu for the night.
Okay, so let's get on with the information. First off, when is it?
It is Saturday, April 16th. Doors open at 4 p.m.
Okay, and where will it be held?
It is at the St. Mary's School. We will be able to fit in around the construction currently going on in the school, and it will be the same place, same time as it is every other year.
Okay, great. And what do the proceeds go to from the auction?
The funds go back into the school itself, so it helps run the day-to-day operations in the classroom, the supplies, the staff, all of the things that it takes to run a school.
Okay, and I think online they had a bit of information out there that said 85% goes to the operating fund, and then 15% goes to the Home and School Association.
Yep.
Explain what the Home and School Association is.
It is kind of like our parent-teacher association. So they organize the marathon in the fall. They help with different family events throughout the course of the school year and just do what they can to support the teachers at the school.
Okay. Greg, could you walk us through a little bit? Okay, let's say it's the first time I'm going to come to the auction. Of course, I should bring money if I've decided that this will be my place I give this year, correct?
Correct.
But it isn't all I need, is it?
Well, there's a few different things you can do. One of the things that we're going to open up this year is pre-registration before the event. Due to long lines in the past, we think it would be more convenient that people will be able to go on, pre-register for the event. During your pre-registration process, you'll be able to enter your credit card information in there, and that will come in with your bid number. Once you do your final registration at the door, it'll all tie in together, and your credit card will already be on file, so none of that will have to be logged at the door as you come in. One of the other options that we'll be offering again is the mobile bidding, and all items in the silent auction will be through the mobile bidding process. We'll have iPads available for help to bidders that need help with their working through the technology and aren't comfortable with it. But you'll be able to bring your smartphone, have it charged fully, and you'll be able to go through and bid on those items throughout the night.
Wow, so you'll even have people there to assist those like me that are challenged with the technology on a smartphone, past the everyday.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We want to be able to accommodate everybody, and committee members wearing these fancy T-shirts will be running around helping everybody that needs help through the mobile bidding process, so everybody can be involved.
Okay, and so I walk in. I have my phone. I have the form filled out. I know Theresa was talking about that. There's always been lines in the past, and you're saying that you hope.
We are going to have 2 separate lines at admission. So one line is going to be the already registered, I just need to pick up my bid number, and that line should move very quickly into the auction.
Right.
The other line will be the registration line, and we'll get you set up just like we have. And both lines should be moving.
So the
quickly.
pre-registration is an attempt to, and you think it'll really help alleviate these lines so people can just get
Speed
on with
things
it
up.
and have some fun.
Yes, it should
Okay.
speed up the process.
You've really thought of a lot of things, and they shouldn't be afraid of the mobile bidding.
No, absolutely
Because
not.
you'll have somebody to help them. That's great.
Absolutely.
Walk us through some of the
So one of the things we have going on right now is the car and cash raffle. These tickets need to be purchased before the auction. And so you can find any committee member or even directly through the school to purchase your car and cash raffle. It's a $50 ticket to buy it. We only sell 900 of these tickets, but you have chances to win a 2016 Ford Fusion or $10,000 cash, and there's also one $3,000, $2,000, and $1,000 prize as well for that raffle. But those tickets have to be purchased prior to the night of the event. They cannot be purchased that day due to the raffle regulations.
So they have a week, and do they have up until the doors open?
They have until noon on Saturday the 16th.
Okay, so they have until noon. So you have a week, folks. So if you want to win that, got to get that $50
Get your
in there.
ticket.
Yeah, get your ticket. Take us through some of the posters that you have, little displays here that you have for what is going to be offered and where these will be offered.
So part of the auction is the live auction, and that starts at 7:30. And we have about 40 to 50 different live auction packages, including, you see the Disney World poster down there, and that's been a traditional package for, I believe, 4 passes to get into Walt Disney World. Wow. And then we also have multiple Twins Legends tickets. I believe our game this year is versus the Detroit Tigers.
Okay.
So just lots of different live auction items. I'm excited. There's a canvas and cupcakes package for a child's birthday party, which just is something unique and fun. And whether you're a sports enthusiast, you want to grill, you want to travel, there's
been able to get tickets for the Luke Bryan concert in US Bank Stadium.
Wow.
So there'll be 4 tickets for floor seats for the Luke Bryan concert, the first concert in the new US Bank Stadium. So,
now explain to me. You go in and there's the live auction, and when you say that, that means there's things there. Will there be baskets? Will you be taking bids on baskets and those type of things?
So the auction starts with a silent auction, and that's where you have the different auction baskets downstairs, including the favorite classroom baskets that each teacher organizes for the students in the room. And then after the silent auction is done, we have the live auction upstairs in the gymnasium.
So that's really, really, and you get
Yes.
and you better be serious, and it goes fast, right?
It goes fast, it's fun. It's just a really great community night.
And that would be where a lot of these items would be, is
Yes.
be on the live, and they'll talk it through and let you know what the commitment is.
Yes.
Well, great. And then, so we get through that part, and then you said there's also a bar and food. Is there like a little separate restaurant, things like that?
There is 2 different bars. One is upstairs in the gymnasium for the live auction. That's where you can get pizza and sandwiches. I'm not sure what's on the menu this year. And then downstairs there's also drinks. So you would purchase your drink tickets, and you can use your bidder number with the mobile bidding.
Oh.
Or you can pay cash
So
for those
you don't
items.
even need cash.
You don't need cash, but you want to bring cash for different raffles.
Okay.
We have the mystery raffle,
Okay.
which I hear that's a really great prize. You're going to want a chance at that too.
Well, great. And so again, really quick, what, where, when? The Night of Nights auction, St. Mary's, when and what time?
April 16th, doors open at 4 p.m. Pre-register if at all possible, and we can't wait to see you there.
And we're going to have fun, because what happens here is going to stay here, right? So if you want to know what happens, you have to go, right?
You need to come.
Okay, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, and all the best to you.
Thank you for having us.
We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors. Please stay with us.
Come out to Spare Time Entertainment on Saturday, April 16th for Bowl for Kids' Sake to benefit Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southern Minnesota. Start today by forming a team, collecting pledges, and bowling for kids in your community. Call 451-5922 for more information, or go directly to our website to set up your online fundraising page. Help change the lives of local children. Raise some money and join us for a great time on Saturday, April 16th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. for Bowl for Kids' Sake. See you there.
Looking for that perfect birthday party idea for your child? I have exactly what you're looking for, a pool or gym party at the West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center. Hi, this is Brad. Contact me today at 774-7102 to schedule the party every child will love. Birthday party packages are available year-round. West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center, encouraging and promoting a healthy lifestyle.
Hello, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Michael Mager with the Brick Mager Funeral Home and the Medford Funeral Home. At Brick Mager, we are privileged to have served the families of Steele County community for 118 years.
Whether you choose traditional burial or cremation, we promise the tribute your loved one deserves with the peace of mind that you require.
We are proud to be part of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we're on location here at the Healing the Hearts of Our Children's Luncheon. And we're going to be talking with Vicki Crompton, who was the keynote speaker. Hi, Vicki. How are you?
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for joining us today. And Vicki, you fell victim, along with your daughter, as a result of teen violence. So would you share with our viewers a little bit of your story?
Well, 30 years ago, 1986, in Davenport, Iowa, my daughter Jennifer was murdered. She was 15, she was a sophomore in high school, and she was murdered by her 18-year-old boyfriend. She was trying to break up with him. He wouldn't accept that breakup. And one day after school, in fact it was on homecoming weekend, he waited in our house for her to come home, and he stabbed her over 60 times. As you can imagine, it was a horrifying event, just traumatic. And what was probably the most traumatic was that we had no idea that she was in any kind of an abusive or unhealthy relationship. We thought he was a nice kid from a nice family. We had a lot of strict rules. We didn't like the age difference between them. He was a senior, she was a sophomore. And but we just never, ever imagined that he would kill her.
And you were an involved parent. You had a good relationship.
Right. I felt that we had a good relationship. Yeah. You know, she talked to me about sex, of all things, and we were very involved in all of her activities. And to think that she would keep that relationship a secret, the fact that he was very controlling and really kind of stalking her and threatening her. So that was just shocking to me.
Now, she kept it a secret only to you and your family?
She kept it a secret only really from her parents. All the friends knew. Big topic of conversation at school. And that was something that I would learn later, is that teens don't tell. I mean, they tell each other, but it is a very big secret to keep these relationships kind of almost protected.
Yeah. Do you think that that's because maybe the sex talk's probably more accepting than the other?
I guess maybe it's okay to talk about sex, but with your mom, but don't talk about any kind of control or abuse. And is that because she was afraid that we would swoop in and, kick him out or confront him? I don't know.
Okay. And eventually, Mark was convicted, correct?
Yes. He, after she was murdered, it took the police about 3 days to piece it together, talking to all of their friends, and he was arrested and trial and convicted of first-degree murder, and in Iowa that's life without any possibility of parole. So he's been in prison a long time.
So it was an advantage, you thought, to have that wrapped up and done inside of 6 months.
Right.
Was that a unique situation for those type of crimes back then?
To have a trial that quick is somewhat unusual, as I would learn later as I got to know other victims. And I feel so sorry for people that have to wait a long time, because my grief was just put on hold. I was just focused on that trial. We got to get him behind bars. I thought I was a detective myself. But when the trial was over and he was sent away, it was a very obvious that, what now? She isn't coming home.
Right, and you fell into that period of grief. You talk about a time span. How many years did it take you before you started the recovering process?
I hate to say. My grief, depression was very long. It was a good 8 years, and before I would say I started to feel normal again. And that was really only because we had an opportunity to go speak with him in prison. And then that kind of started a forgiveness process. But I was consumed with bitterness and hatred for him. And I didn't think a life sentence was enough. It didn't heal me. It didn't bring my daughter back. Mm-hmm. It didn't heal my family that had been so shattered by this event.
And you had said Iowa's a tough state, so
yes.
What was his sentence again?
Life without any possibility of parole.
Okay.
And he was 19.
Right.
Now, I don't know about Minnesota, but I hear you're pretty tough too.
Yeah. So you started the forgiveness process through your visit
with him.
With him.
Yes.
So what would be your, through that recovery process that you had to take through forgiveness, what would you say to our viewers that set you free? Because you also were a victim. And
right.
You had said until you took on the forgiveness process.
That's right. I used to say, I'm not the victim here. Jenny is the victim. But truthfully, I was a victim of my own hatred and bitterness. And it just kept me trapped for a good 8 to 13 years, and I was just constantly thinking about him, about my daughter. I had other children, I had marriage, and all these things in life were just kind of passing me by because I was so consumed with that bitterness and hatred. And so, are we done?
No.
And so, okay. And so, finally being able to forgive him freed me from that. And so I can say today, I'm in a far different spot.
Right.
It hasn't changed anything. It hasn't brought her back home, but it has freed me. So I say I was the prisoner.
Mm-hmm. But you've taken the negativity through forgiveness, and now you've taken the love of your daughter in your heart, and you still go around to the country and speak.
Yes.
Which brings me to a question I wanted to ask, is as you've witnessed to these high school kids, you speak at a lot of high schools about this type of thing. What have you witnessed at them, and what is your advice, if any?
Well, of course, I do try and include a little bit of the forgiveness piece when I speak to teenagers. I tell the story, but they are not accepting. And I've come to the conclusion, kind of vengeful society, especially young people, they want revenge, and they don't like me to talk about forgiveness. So it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's probably where they are in life.
Probably, yeah.
As we get older,
yeah.
Don't you agree? I think as we get older, and that becomes the past, we think of, gee, where we were at 18.
Yes, and hopefully they'll get there too. But I still include it, and they get mad at me, but I still...
Through all your speaking engagements, what are the benefits for you?
I think the benefit, certainly in the beginning, was to help me heal somewhat from my grief, because I just didn't know what to do with myself. And and then I began to realize that Jenny's story was probably saving lives. And so it's been, a kind of mixed blessing, healing for me, healing for others.
And we all do the best we can. I know when you talk back about when you first met Mark with your daughter, Jenny, you asked all the right questions. I mean, you were concerned about his age.
Right, absolutely, and had strict rules about that.
What were some of your rules that you...
Well, he, of course, had a car, and she was not allowed to ride in his car. If he came over to our house, only when we were home. And this is before cell phones, so they had to be off the house phone by a certain amount, a certain time at night. And just lots of rules like that.
So throughout all your speeches, and you're witnessing, the young people's, what advice or what could you tell somebody through your speaking? What do you hope they get from you coming and speaking to them about this? You're putting it out there, and do you know what becomes of it?
I have heard over the years that some good has come of it. I just tell a story. I don't preach to them, but they get it. They kind of get the signs that I'm talking about. And all I say is, if someone is controlling and treating you, just think about it. I'm not saying go break up with them, just kind of think about it. And what I love the most is when I hear them say, I'll never lie to my mom again.
Wow, that's great. That's good. So tell Mom all. She's always going to love you.
Yeah.
Well, great. And I do know a lot of good comes out of it because you're making a lot of people aware. And I know that it can't be easy to do all the time.
Yeah,
so
there's a little bit of reliving each time.
Well, we appreciate you for coming to Owatonna and taking the time, and wish you well and safe travels.
Okay, well, thank you. Okay. Thanks.
We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. So please stay with us.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better. I'm Deb Gillard.
And I'm Shaw McNulty with Brookdale Owatonna Assisted Living and Memory Care,
where we provide optimum living activities to keep our residents engaged in life.
And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Tim Anderson, the owner of Anytime Fitness, where we make getting healthy affordable and convenient. Anytime Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. Well, it's time for our community announcements. Registration is now open for Riverbend Nature Center summer camps. Riverbend offers 24 different summer camp sessions for children and youth ages 3 to 14 in the months of June, July, and August. Camp information and registration is available on the Nature Center's website at www.rbnc.org/summercamp or by calling them at 507-332-7151. Express Employment Professionals announces its 7th annual Refresh Leadership simulcast on Wednesday, April 13th at the Owatonna Holiday Inn. Speakers are Marshall Goldsmith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kaplan Mowbray. Register at refreshleadership.com/live or call Express Employment Professionals at 455-002 for more information. The Steele County Safety Council is having a luncheon on April 13th on severe weather awareness and Minnesota disasters, and there will be a lunch from 12 to 1 p.m., and this will be held at the Eagles Club. And St. Mary's School Night of Nights will be held Thursday, April 16th at the St. Mary's School building next to Sacred Heart Church. And we just had them on the show, and you heard all about them. And there will be a food and cash bar, and you must be 21 to attend. And of course, we want you to know that the Owatonna Foundation is pleased to make available scholarships for graduating seniors at the Owatonna schools. These scholarships are for students who will be attending a non-four-year program at a technical community college to prepare themselves for technical careers. And you must be a graduate of 2016 and have a parent or guardian with a Steele County address. And scholarships range from $500 to $3,000 each. Well, we want to thank you for visiting with us today during our show, and we want to invite you back on Monday when we'll have Brenda Bednar Mortgage on, and also we'll be visiting with the gals from Brookdale Senior Living Solutions. We hope to see you then. Have a great weekend, and join us on Monday.